Hey guys, I'm Simone and today I'm doing the punk pop tag because I always wanted to do it, so let's jump right in. Let's start with the first question. The first question is, what's your favorite band? And that's so easy because it's always been Paramore. Since I was in 6th grade, since I got my very own taste in music, it was Paramore. Paramore's lyrics mean a lot to me and, well, that's just it. Paramore's my favorite band. Question number 2. What was your first gig? And I kind of got two answers for that question because my very first gig was Where the Pussycat Dolls when I was 12. My mom took me there, but I don't really count that as a concert anymore because, well, they didn't have live music and it was more like a show than it was really about their music. So my first real concert with a band and live music was Green Day. I was 14 at that time, I guess, and well, that was my cat. I was 14 at that time, and I really enjoyed myself. My mom took me with 2 friends, and we had fun. And I've seen them 4 years ago again, and I'll see them this year in just 2 months. I'm excited. Question number 3. What's my favorite pizza topping? My favorite pizza topping is first just with plain cheese or with tuna. Question number 4. Name a band you haven't seen but really want to see. And the band I haven't seen that I want to see the most is probably The Maine. It's one of my favorite bands, but I don't know why they just don't like coming to Europe. But since their new album came out a few days ago, I just really hope this time around they'll come and make me a happy girl because I'm gonna be first row for sure. Question number 5. What's my favorite live band? And I guess it's kind of a tough question because I like a lot of bands live, but for different reasons. For example, I really love Paramore live, obviously because it's my favorite band, and I think Hayley really does a good job with jumping around and being happy and energetic, and you really feel like you're a part of the Paramore family. But I also really like 21 Pilots live show because, well, they're doing a lot of stuff. When I'm talking about the Blurryface tour, the Emotional Roadshow tour, because I've seen them twice in the Emotional Roadshow tour and it was really good. They did a lot of stuff and it was really exciting. And Green Day is also really great live because they're having a lot of pyro and Billy's doing a lot of things and he's always picking at least 1 or 2 people up on stage within the show. The show is really long. I mean, they're playing between 2 and 3 hours every time I've seen them, and I've never heard of anything else, and that's really great. And they just got a lot of albums, and so they got a lot of songs to play that just other bands I know can't. So I guess that these 3, Paramore, 21 Pilots and Green Day, are my 3 favorite live bands, but I really can't decide between the 3 of them because they're all very different. The next question is not really a question, it's just a request to put my music player on shuffle and show the first 5 songs that jump out. So I'll just put my music player on here and we'll see what I get. First song, For a Pessimist I'm Pretty Optimistic by Paramore. Second song, Go 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 by Sleeping with Sirens. I'm sure they had to appear since I'm wearing this shirt today. Next song is Playing God by Paramore, one of my favorite songs. The next song is Just Tonight by The Pretty Reckless. And the last song is Bad Behavior by The Maine, which just came out recently and I really love it. The next question is question number 7, and it's what do you really hate about your town? And I guess that's kind of an awkward question because, well, I guess everyone's kind of not satisfied with their hometown. For my example, I live in a really, really small town with about 7,000 citizens. We don't have a cinema here. We gotta drive about 20 minutes to get to the next cinema. We don't have like fast food or any places where we can just hang out. It's always gotta be one of our houses, which isn't that nice also. So I guess that's a really bad thing. And like the connection with the trains, we only got a train driving every 2 hours. So, and they don't drive at night. So if I go to a concert, which would be 2 hours by train, I always gotta find someone who picks us up at night, or have a friend at whose place I can crash, I guess. Well, that's really awful. The next question is, what's my opinion on sheep imposers? And I just say fuck them and don't give them any attention, and then that's it. Question number 9, neck deep or story so far? And I'll go for neck deep. Question number 10, if I had a band, what would I call it? And I guess I would call it The Last Second Chance, like the name that I gave my channel, because it took me a lot of thought and I'm not really good with names, so I'm kind of proud of this one. And I'd probably stick to that. Question number 11. How do I tell a girl I want to kiss her? And I don't know, just probably lean in and see if she reacts, and so she would notice and would lean him back or wouldn't lean him back. I don't know. Question number 12. How many times a week do I feel navy blue? And well, I don't know, it really depends on the week. Like you can go weeks without feeling navy blue, and you can have weeks where you feel navy blue multiple times a day, so I don't know. Question number 13 is, do your parents understand you? And I guess it's kind of a tough question because my parents are both in the middle of 50, close to hitting 60, so I don't know, they're just from a whole different generation, and I think they really try to understand me, but a lot of stuff is just really different for them, in difference to their youth, so they don't get everything, but they try hard. Question number 14. How many band shirts do I own? And I have no fucking clue, and I would never be able to count them even if I tried to, because of course some of them always are dirty and like not washed, so it's not everything is in my closet, but I guess I at least got 30 normal band shirts and like 6 to 7 hoodies, and I got some girls tanks and a beanie and stuff like that, but I really own a lot. That's my answer. Question number 15. Chuck Taylors or Vans? And I'll really go for Chucks because I own like 10 pairs of Chuck Taylors and I really enjoy wearing them, and I've never been into Vans. 16. Ever experienced meeting a band and what happened? Yeah, I got to have a VIP tickets for Against the Current 3 times, and every time was really fun, and we had like this photo opportunity and had like an acoustic session. And one time in Munich a few weeks ago, they just ran by to grab some stuff, but we didn't really like bother them because we just had the feeling that they wanted to have their time off, and I really get that bands can't be like just the idols that they are to us all the time because they're normal human persons, so we just didn't want to bother them. But I got to meet them, I have some signed stuff, and it was really nice. Question number 17. How many plaques and drumsticks and stuff do I have? I got 2 drumsticks, one from Sleeping with Sirens I caught, and was like a really funny story, and well, I kinda had to fight for getting it with another girl, and it was really fun, and I got it and I was so happy, and it was my very first drumstick. And I got one from a band called Hunger that was the support of Against the Current in the European tour this year, like in the beginning of 2017. And well, I was kind of sneaky with that one because I was at the tour 2 times, and the support Hunger were there both times, obviously. And the first time I got to hang out with them and tell them that they're like their show was great and they really enjoyed it. And the second time when we were standing in line, the drummer came by and we just talked and he recognized me from last time, so we hugged. He's like one of the nicest persons I ever met. I got like tons of hugs from him. It was really, really nice. And so we talked, and at the end I said like something like, you know what would be really nice? Getting a drumstick from you. And he said like, I got that. And after the support show was over, he leaned into the crowd and gave me like two half broken drumsticks and said that one's for me because well, they played with a lot of love, and that was like one of the nicest thing ever. So yeah, that's what I got. And I also got a drumstick from a band called Ghost Town, and I don't know how many of you know them, but they were at a festival and I just barely didn't know some songs of them, but they were really nice playing live. And after the show, a girl was like, "Whoa, give me a drumstick," and I was like wooing with her. So the drummer, Manny, saw her and me, threw the drumsticks at us. Like, not in a way that he would like to hurt us, but he just threw it into my direction so I can get it. And after the show, we went around at the festival space, and then I met him again, just a drummer, just Manny, and he signed my drumstick for me. So that's really nice because it didn't have like a band logo. So I got free drumsticks and I got multiple plex for the guitar, but well, there's a problem with that because most of them don't have like a name written on it. The only thing the only plug I got with the name written on it is a Paramore one, but I'm really proud of that. I made like a little necklace out of it, more like a choker with a leather band, and it's from Jeremy, so I'm really happy because Jeremy left Paramore, probably most of you know, and now I got something that nobody else will receive in the future, and I'm really happy about that. But I got a few ones from Against the Current, but from the Times they didn't print them, so that's kind of bad. And several supporting acts, but they weren't that big, so that's it. And I got 2 set lists from Against the Current and 2 drum covers we got because we were the very first ones at the VIP meet and greet thing. And I also got a set list from a band called Luca Brasi, which were one of the supports for Moose Blood. I saw them last year. That's really nice. Question number 18, throwdowns or punk jumps, and I'll go for punk jumps. Question number 19 is, how many bands have I seen live? And I'm always fucking up things when I'm counting them down, so I made a list. And I also wrote on that list how many times I've seen them. I've seen Paramore twice, Green Day twice, Against the Current 4 times, All Time Low once, but you could kind of say I saw them twice because I once saw them as a support for Green Day, so yeah, but I only saw them like as a main gig once. I've seen Panic at the Disco once, Melanie Martinez once, Sleeping with Sirens twice, Ghost Town once, Blackout Problems twice, The Pretty Reckless once, but I got another ticket for a show in Germany in August, so I'll see them twice soon. Ed Sheeran once, 21 Pilots twice, Beach Weather once, Mallory Knox once, and Swimmers once, and I probably have forgotten some, but that's like the most memorable gigs I've been to, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 different bands, and I really enjoyed pretty much all of them. Oh, yeah, I've forgotten Moose Blood, because I just talked about them, so it's 16. Last question, Knucklepuck though. I guess I like Knucklepuck, but I haven't really listened to enough stuff to really say I'm a fan or something like that, so yeah, I guess. So, this was it. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Bye!